In this lesson, we're going to draw a metric and scientific notation table. First, let's put the title at the top. We're going to draw our 7-step ladder with our base on step 4 in the middle. This is our 1 liter, meter, and gram. We're going to go down 1, 2, 3, up 1, 2, 3. You can use your ruler if you want. Going down, it's the deci, which is 0.1. Down the second step, the centi, 0.01, and then the milli, which is 0.001. 10 times the amount of a liter, meter, or gram is the deca, which is 10, the hecto, (100 times), and then 1,000 times the liter, meter, or gram is a kilo. Next, the scientific notation for a deci is 1 times 10 to the negative 1, centi 1 times 10 to the negative 2, and the milli 1 times 10 to the negative 3. Going up, the deca is 1 times 10 to the 1, hecto 1 times 10 to the 2, and the kilo is 1 times 10 to the 3. In this class, we also talked about a micro and a nano. In laboratory settings and in hospitals, the micro is often used. So if you go down 3 more steps, 1, 2, 3, this is the micro at 1 times 10 to the minus 6. This is 1 millionth. Or it looks like 0.000001. We also talked about the nano. If you have room on your paper, you go down 3 more steps. So if this were the micro, then you go down 3 more steps. 1, 2, 3. This is the nano. 1 times 10 to the minus 9th, or 1 billionth. This has 8 zeros in front of it. 0.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. You also have a lesson due on nanotechnology. You can find out more about that on nano.gov. Now you have your metric and scientific notation table. We're going to use that along with your book on page 46. If you turn to page 46, you will see the Do the Math section at the top, where it shows measurements increasing or decreasing by powers of 10. We're going to use your metric 7-step ladder, and then I'm going to show you how to do this question and the next question using algebra. What we know from the math square is that the ant is 1 centimeter in length. The grassy park where the ant lives is 1 kilometer. How many times longer is the ant than the park? So we want to find our answer in centimeters. We can use our 7-step ladder and go from kilometers to centimeters. And we go down the steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps. That means we're going to move our 1 over 5, our decimal point over 5 spaces. So it gets larger. If you go down the steps, your number, decimal point, goes and gets larger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 100,000 centimeters. We can also do this problem using algebra. 1 kilometer equals 1,000 meters. That's the same. You can cross out kilometers on the top and the bottom, and you're left with meters. But you want to get to centimeters. You went from kilometers to your base point. Now you want to get from your base point to centimeters. After you get to your base point, you do another conversion. 1 meter equals 100 centimeters. That's what you want. If there's meters on the top and bottom, you can cross it off. 1,000 times 100 is 100,000 centimeters. This is the step way. This is the algebra way. The next question in the book on page 46 is how would you convert the length of the ant from centimeters to kilometers? Let's look at your step ladder. Now you're going from centimeters to kilometers. You're going to go up the steps. So when you go up the steps, your decimal point moves, so your number gets smaller. It's opposite. You go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps. If your ant is 1 centimeter, you move it 1. You move decimal point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places. So you have 0, 0, 0, 0. Kilometers. The algebra way is 1 centimeter because that is the length of the ant. And you're converting from centimeters to kilometers. Remember, you have to go to your base first. Go to your base on step 4, meaning 1 centimeter equals 100 centimeters equals 1 meter. Centimeters on the top, centimeters on the bottom, you're left with a meter. But you don't want a meter, you want a kilometer. Now that you're at your base, (1,000 meters equals 1 kilometer. Cross out meters. Now the unit you're left with is kilometers. Multiply this equals 1 over 100,000 or 0.00001 kilometers. The last part of our metric and scientific notation table includes the units. Here at our base, our step 4, we have the meter, liter, and gram. 10 times the deca, we have the deciliter, decimeter, and decagram. 100 times the hectoliter, hectometer, and hectogram. And 1,000 times the kiloliter, kilometer, and kilogram. Going down the steps, 1/10 of a liter, meter, and gram. We have the deciliter, decimeter, decigram. Sometimes to differentiate between this, we make this a capital D, deciliter, decameter, and decagram. One hundredth, a liter, meter, and gram is the centiliter, centimeter, and centigram. And 1 millionth, milliliter, millimeter, and milligram. Now for the micro, the 1 millionth, it is a lowercase cursive u. So the microliter, microgram, and micrometer. For the nano, the 1 billionth, it's nanoliter, nanometer, and nanogram.